It's just preparing to go stream. And I'm going to let everybody into the room. It's just preparing to go stream. There we go. All right. Hi, everybody. I see many more coming into the room. I hope I've got this broadcast as live. If somebody can just check. Sharon, how are you doing? Good to see you.
Thank you.
Can you just check on my YouTube if it's streaming live, or maybe Anne or somebody? Alan's helping me here. I just want to make sure that other people have a chance to see what's going on. I'm going to try and see on my phone. But this is all new to me going live. Looks like it's live. Sharon, I'm going to make you co-host if that's okay. There's quite a lot to discuss. All right, we are live. The time is, if we're on time, let's start. Oh, we got 1 minute to go. So let me see if I can.
Is it recorded? Greetings. Is it recorded?
I'm going to record it. Greetings there, Karen. I will record this. I think it's very important that everybody gets to know what's going on.
Yeah, right.
I've got Sharon to co-host. Is there anybody that's also prepared to co-host? Sharon's got a thumbs up. Alan's got a thumbs up. Iris, do you want to co-host? We haven't met before, but do you want to be a co-host? Karen, would you like to co-host?
Not at the moment.
Okay, no problem. What I'm going to do is just keep admitting people. We are live on YouTube, so we will just continue and then just give people a minute or two. I'm going to pull up my screen and then hopefully we can get started. Sharon, can you see my screen? Is it sharing?
Yes, we are here. No problem. Yeah.
Thank you very much. While everybody streams in, I just want everybody to know I have been in contact with Sam today as well, and with Garrett. Garrett has actually sent a voice recording to us, and I'll be playing that as well. I offered the platform for Sam to come on and to address this issue of everything, because we have less than 18 days to make a decision of what to do. Sam has declined. I said, look, Sam, 20 days, is this really fair or legal for people to be able to have their assets moved or to be forced into a situation? And his reply was, it's more than enough time. So I really tried to get Sam here so he can address everybody, because he's the one driving all the tech, or his tech company is driving all the tech. So we need to, from that perspective, I just want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to know what is going on. And I think that's only fair to allow the platform for Sam, because he maintains his innocence, and for everybody else to know, and Garrett as well. So, there's a lot of emails going around as well. I'm going to jump onto the different support groups, but I think really let's just get started with the whole matter at hand. And the matter at hand is Vidilook. We've now received messages saying that if we don't move our assets, we're going to lose our assets. So just as a disclaimer, this is referring to Vidilook 2.0, and what essentially you can call it, let's say, the earth is going on. This presentation is private and for members only affected. or members that have interest in this matter. I am broadcasting this to YouTube, so I need to make sure that people are aware that I'm doing this just so that I can try and help. I'm not giving advice. This is for educational purposes only, or participants that share or express their views or knowledge or experience in any of these matters is not coming from any official standpoint. All viewers and participants are to take full responsibility for their own decisions and actions and seek the correct source or course of action. All views, I say, are my perspective on the matter and not an official stance or statement on the matter. Today is 2nd of February. I've put my email address below so that people can decide what they want to do or not do. So let's see if this will, there we go. So this is what's happening now. If you log into Vidilook, and on the left, that is the login screen that you would normally see. And in the middle, you're going to be faced with this little message that pops up. Sharon, can I just check in? Can you see that screen? Is it now still showing for everybody?
Yes. Perfect.
Okay, super. So now what we are supposed to do, and the email message that's been sent out by Vidilook Marketing from a Gmail address is saying that we at V.E.N.D are duplicating your Vidilook and VAV assets into your stable DAO account. It is the end of Vidilook and under its old management, and a new beginning for those who wish to preserve your assets. Insert your stable DAO username below. Look forward to seeing each other on the other side. So now what we're saying is now if you're not part of stable DAO, you're being forced to join stable DAO. Okay, otherwise you lose your assets. And this is and this is for both Vidilook and VAV, not just Vidilook. And what we understand and what I was told is that we are now having this merged to V.E.N.D, which is Sam's company. Sam maintains that VAV wasn't his, Vidilook wasn't his, he wasn't in control, this is Garrett's. But Garrett is going to give his perspective on the matter. We know for those that have been part of VAV, Sam made public promises of payments and no money's been received. We know with the golden parachute that took place, the whole Australian team was trying to coordinate that with Sam, and that all fell apart and nobody or very few people got their golden parachutes. So when you log in and transfer, what I've been told, and we'll ask for everybody here, is once you've actually typed in your address in there, your assets disappear. In other words, you won't see them on the back end of Vidilook anymore. So what I've done and what you guys maybe need to do is to log in, and before you submit any stable DAO addresses or anything, is record everything, screen record everything that you can. And you will be able to go, if you click on the home button, we're on the home button right now, but if you sit on the assets button, it will pull up what assets you've got. And you'll see the screen on the right-hand side. It will tell you what your values are worth, what VDLs you have, what BVDLs you have. So what I've done is that I have screen recorded everything, me logging in, so that all of a sudden you can't say, oh, no, this wasn't your account. So not only am I taking screenshots, I'm doing a recording of me logging in. And that I'm also going to use for the law case as going forward, saying this has happened. So everything that's taking place now with Vidilook, instructions, not instructions, is it legal, is it not legal, etc., etc. This will be going towards the law case moving forward. So with regards to Garrett, I recorded, he sent a recording. I need to see why it's not showing. Let me see. Okay, I hope you can hear it, Sharon. I'm going to play it. If it doesn't play, just let me know, and then I'll have to just drop it into the chat. So this is what Garrett sent to me. Again, I've given an open platform to Sam as well. Sam has chosen not to join. He has chosen not to send a recording at the moment. And I'm not against Sam, I'm not against anybody. I'm just trying to get to the truth here, and we will get to the truth one way or another, and we will have that done in the courts as well. So I'm just doing a AI summary, so maybe I can share that out with everybody else. It just saves time. So let's just see if we can play this.
Hey, Rory, this is Garrett. I want to thank you for bringing the current situation to my attention. Basically, I was a third-party consultant helping Sam with business development, and I am 100% innocent, although I do have a company here in Dubai called Vidilook Forfeiting Services, which Sam helped me create. That is not the business license that is registered on the Vidilook app. The business license that is on the Vidilook app is Vidilook Tech Incorporated, and that business license was created before I was working with Sam. So basically, like I've said multiple times before, I am not the owner of Vidilook. On top of that, I have provided proof to the community that Sam was in control of the company funds, which means that he is also the owner. As the tech provider, he should not have access to company funds. That should basically be what the finance department controls. Sam had sent me part of my salary from the wallet that all of the funds for Vidilook were going into. If I was the owner and controlling the funds, why would I have him send me money for my salary? So, like I said multiple times, I am completely innocent. It's kind of a tricky situation. Sam is also stating that I was the owner of V.E.N.D and V.A.V, but I am clearly not, because he's actually told people that he is, and he showed a business license proving that he is the owner. So he's very, very contradictive, and he's basically just trying to cover himself and push the blame on someone else, like he's done with all of the other projects he started, including Hyperverse, which he was recently indicted by the Securities Exchange Commission in the USA for securities fraud totaling $1.89 billion. So obviously there's more than meets the eye with what Sam has done and what he is doing right now. And basically I am maintaining my innocence, and that's pretty much all there is to it.
All right, so that is what we have been told so far. Let's just get back to the next part of this. So there's a lot of what do you call it? Shortcuts and things covering. Let's just play. Okay, so Sharon, were you able to hear that? Alan, could you hear that?
Yes, I heard it. It's fine. Thank you.
Come through. And can we see the screen again?
All good.
All good. Thank you very much. Okay, so if you have a look now, besides the emails that have been sent out from the marketing, so to speak, this is what is now taking place in the V.E.N.D channel, and we'll actually jump on there. So the first message is, and I'm just going to go through it here, Vidilook relaunch in V.E.N.D. At V.E.N.D, we are duplicating your Vidilook and VAV assets, as well as the success Vidilook tokenomics and packages. In addition, giving full transparency to the liquidity that we build together. So on the 29th, this is their roadmap. Insert your stable DAO username to be in queue for asset duplication. Okay, to be in queue for asset duplication. 5th of the 2nd, assets that are duplicated can be used to purchase new VDL packages without requiring new funds. One-stop package launch. So basically, we have to buy more packages or use the existing funds. So again, I've asked Sam to come forward and explain all of this. So is this just tokens after tokens? Is this just like BVDLs and VDLs and just and if you have a look at what's going on in V.E.N.D, it's very, very confusing for even, I think, most people that have been involved in crypto for a long time. Then all of a sudden, on the 12th of the 2nd, VDL trading to go live on V.E.N.D. So what price is the VDLs going to be? And what is the guarantees? And is that VDL, BVDLs, and all the other things that were thrown at the time? Let's not even throw in Stepstar and all the other stuff that we were told about. On the 20th of the 20th of February, Vidilook application to be put in a hiatus status due to the expiration of the company trade license. Now, for those that are not familiar with this term, we'll even Google it afterwards and maybe share it. But essentially, hiatus, as I understand it in the English language, means that it's put into a suspension state. In other words, waiting for the matter to be dealt with, or no one can do anything. But the concern I have is that if you don't record or duplicate your assets and the system is turned off, how on earth are you supposed to prove your case in the law case that we're about to go forward, because you don't have any proof of what assets you have in Vidilook? So for those that are part of the law case, it's imperative that you record your assets, back office, photographs. That is the evidence that we will be using. Now, I was questioned on how many people were part of Vidilook. Now, I asked at the time, this is going back when we were involved, and it was confirmed to me that over 108,000 unique accounts are in Vidilook. And as far as I know, it went up to about 120,000. And that was going back before this trouble started. And that came from head office itself. So that information, if true, over 108,000 people are going to be affected. Perhaps we can get Garrett to give us some insight on that, or previous leaders, again, from leaders' perspective, or, presenters. I have sent out whoever wants to be on this platform to be able to have their say. I cannot sit by and watch this continue. And that is why I started I said to the members, I made a commitment and said, if we get 10,000 members together, we will take this action to court in Dubai. And I'm sticking by that word. And we have well over 12,700 members. And this is just a commitment to the public, because I cannot sit by and watch this roll from one thing to the next to the next. It's time that we address these matters properly and get the answers we need. So I also contact the help desk. So in the middle, you have @AceWiz is the handle in Telegram, and we'll go onto Telegram and have a look. That is the official person that you've got to engage with. That is the customer support. So here on the right-hand side, Vidilook relaunch on V.E.N.D. Can you please explain where I can input the stable DAO username? Can I put username now or only on the 29th of January? So you can see now on the app it's available, in the sense that when you log in. But what I implore you or plead you please to be able to do, okay, is to record everything before you type in any stable DAOs. And I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just saying record everything, make copies of all your assets in whatever programs you are affected. V.E.N.D, VAV, Vidilook. Make sure you got copies of everything recorded. I prefer a video recording, because that is actual, proof that you didn't just manufacture it on a screenshot, or so it can't be disputed, essentially. I have multiple Vidilook accounts. Can I copy old assets of all the same into the same stable DAO account or multiple accounts? I'm going to get free package all accounts. They can fill in the same stable DAO username, but then they can only buy one package on V.E.N.D. So if you've got multiple accounts, which we were told we could have at one stage, and then we were told you can't have at one stage. So again, contradiction of what we can and can't do. You can just use the same stable DAO. So let's say, for example, it's your mother, your father, your brother, your sister. You log in, you type in that stable DAO, and then all those assets will be credited to that specific account. That's what I can understand from what they're telling us. And then you have one account to manage. So ultimately, you can consolidate all the assets into stable DAO or V.E.N.D under one account if you've got hundreds of people that were affected. I'm unable to remember my Vidilook credentials and unaware to remember my account is disabled, unable to log into the app. You need to remember we're unable to help out in this case, as we are from V.E.N.D. Now, that I find very strange, because Sam is the owner or promoter of StableDAO. And if he owns V.E.N.D and if he owns StableDAO, surely he can create a bridge on that. It doesn't make sense to me what I'm seeing here. But anyway, we continue. So this is what StableDAO looks like. And if you don't have a StableDAO account, you need to find somebody that has got a StableDAO account and then you would be able to register. The only way you can register into this is through an affiliate program. You can't register directly. So you would go to https://StableDAO. I can copy and paste this into the chat now, so don't stress about it. Again, that is not my link. I'm not trying to take anybody from anybody. I'm just trying to help people here. And you need to take this information back to whoever helped you in Vidilook and figure out what you need to do. So just I mentioned earlier, I made that commitment. We are on 12,780 respondents before I jumped in. We got 3,768 from the United States of America. I have been accused from people saying, oh, that's just one person creating 12,780 responses. That's absolute poppycock. You know, maybe people have filled in the form twice or three times, but I can tell you that, and we'll even go on and I can show you guys certain things there. You know, it's just very frustrating that, you know, I'm trying to help the community here and looking for the support. And then you have other people accusing you of lots of different things. I've also been accused that I'm just trying to do a money grab and just trying to make $15. Now, that's absolute nonsense because I haven't even taken $1 from anybody. I made a commitment to the community and said, enough of this nonsense and running around. I mean, there's people here who've lost tens of thousands of dollars, or they'll know what they've lost. So all I did is made a commitment to the community and said, if we're going to do this, I want to do it properly. We need 10,000 people to have a proper say, because there's been people signing petitions and only getting 1,600 signatures. If you've had a significant loss of funds in any of those programs, you will be able to go on there, say, I want to participate, you know, and if we got 10,000 people, that $150,000 will be used to take Hypertech Group to court and cover the costs of what needs to be done there. I'm not here for a money grab. I'm here to try and assist people and get to the truth. So let's have a discussion. Let me stop sharing my screen. Confirm you're speaking language. Sounds like you might have switched to a different language. I haven't switched anything. I'm just going to cancel. Am I still sounding English, by the way?
Yeah, you're talking English, no issues.
Okay, I'm not sure why it's saying Portuguese or something. Okay, so I've stopped sharing screen. I'm assuming that you guys can see me now. Alan, is that right?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, let me share my screen because I want to jump onto the Google, try and see where we can find Google and Telegram. Well, let's go to Telegram first. Let me see if we can see the Telegram. If you can just tell me if it comes up.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the guy, Ace Wiz. I have had these channels. I have been trying to assist. There have been a lot of people that have assisted me with this program of getting to the truth. It has been 5 months. What's going to happen now is those people that are registered, we obviously have the email details. They will get the next steps of what they need to do and how we're going to move forward, and how things are going to work, because it's only fair for those people that are you know, participating. Again, I haven't taken any money from anybody. I want to make that very clear to everybody else. I'm not trying to do a data grab as I've been accused. I'm here dedicating my time to stop this nonsense and get to the truth. And the only way that we can do it is in the courts. And that is what this is about for me. And why I'm saying this is Vidilook is part of that law case suit. And so is Hypertech, Hyperverse. I think we've even, I haven't put V.E.N.D in there. We Are Satoshi is still out for debate, because you have Sam Lee that was in the beginning, and then you have Chavez that has taken over, and there's this big breakup that's taken place. But the bottom line is there's people that's put $250,000 in or $25,000 in. They haven't received their contracts. They haven't received their proof. I've taken Sam on this on directly with one of the gentlemen that put $25,500 in for that preferential packages. I asked Chavez for the contract. I didn't get any feedback. He says it's Sam. I contacted Sam, created a group with Sam and that gentleman in a group. Sam says it's Chavez. So this is just, I'm sick and tired of this back and forth nonsense. It's time that we get the answers that we need. So let's go to the V.E.N.D channel and let's see what's going on in there. So this is the kind of programs that are being punted by Sam. Okay, if you're not aware of V.E.N.D, Sam is saying to save your assets, you all now have to join this. I mean, here you get token name Unity, package price $20, daily rewards of 5%, 1.4. Look at this. For me, is just looks like a whole lot of crap, to be honest. I don't make sense of any of this stuff. I don't even know what Sam's trying to do. He thinks, besides planting seeds, I don't know if you guys were entertained with him having seeds and playing in the dirt. Again, it's just, for me, this is just complete and utter chaos. But maybe this is yours. Maybe you want to be part of project name King and Queen, and package name is Majesty, and get daily rewards of $4.60. And what I'm not happy about is that our country is being abused here. You see South Africa, gold package, return on investment. Yes, we are the Springboks, but now this looks like it's a Springbok. This for me shouldn't even be used. I mean, it's trademark here and making our country look bad. And also my concern is V.E.N.D is from South Africa. And I saw earlier some token called SWAT token, something about South Africa. This is just, for me, unacceptable. But now we've been forced to join this channel. Let's go to this Ace Wiz dude here. I had a conversation with him. He sent me the information. What I came to know, video license look is expiring, but he is the person. So I did ask the information from this guy. I told him, listen, chum, the SEC a lawsuit is against Sam Lee. Just know who you are and what you're getting involved in, or how you're supported, or are you employed? Because this is now getting all taken to another level. So yeah, let's. I think I've stopped sharing screen. Is there anything else I can maybe? So that's Telegram. We've heard the message. Google. Let's go to Google quickly. So this is the truth and lies. I started this thing about truth and lies because, in all honesty, we told one thing, we told another thing. So there's truth and lies, and everybody's blaming everybody, but we have videotape proof. So this campaign was started. Here's the responses in whole. You can see we have so far 3,771 people from the United States, South Africa. And this is why the SEC is so interested in this case, is because there's so many people affected. But if you add up all these details, there's hundreds and thousands of people. So my question is, why is there only 12,000 people that want to take a case onto Sam? And why is the message not getting out? And I actually put a little thing out on that the other day. South Africa, we have 1,500. And look, hey, guys, if everybody wants to walk away and just take risk, that's fine. I've got no issues with that. But I have issues with people that are out of pocket, or, I've also got data on how much people are owed. Some people are saying they will tell us when the time comes. You can see there 1,615 people. So why I've done that, and it's broad range, is just to give me an idea of how much damage is done. This was a question, again, 15% contribution. I said, once we have commitment of minimum 10,000, we can move forward. So to move forward, we need proper attorneys. We can't do this on a shoestring. We've got to, if we're going to get answers or get our voices heard, we got to do it properly. And then there was just specific answers. Then I was told by Danny and his crew that this is all just a lot of nonsense, and I'm just repeating it. So I actually sent a video to Danny to say this is not the case. So you can see this goes back to when I started this. Again, I was reaching out to all the leaders or uplines, presenters, and saying, guys, we're going to do something about this. And to be honest with everybody, I was also involved in the hyperverse. I tried to get communication going with Sam Lee. I was dealing with his attorneys, trying to resolve issues. I was told we were going to resolve issues. All of this is recorded. And then Sam came out in the next year saying, right, we're going to actually fix everything for Hyperverse. That's why I kind of got involved, because I wanted to see what was going on. That's when we had to register with StableDAO, and he came out with his Vidilook and how this is we were going to solve everything. So since then, I made a decision to get involved again, so I can get as high. When Hyperverse failed, I spoke with Keith Williams. I asked for Sam's details. I was never given those details. I asked other people's for Sam details, and they were never given to me. So here we are back, and now I've got information, and I've been sitting in the sidelines saying, right, we're going to get the answers we need, because the devastation that it's caused worldwide to everybody. If Sam is still in denial, I cannot accept that, or his company in denial. And I'm going forward with this, God willing, with everybody's support, and dedicating a year of my life at least to fighting this, because you can see as I scroll here, these are unique people. This isn't a repetition of one person doing this, and it goes on to the numbers right all the way through. And we will now move forward with the next steps with these guys. I had a lot of people still joining and requesting to rejoin, because they're now only being aware of what's going on only now that there's SEC rulings. And the people that introduced them have not made them aware that we've got this law case suit that we want to move forward on. Sorry, I'm just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling here, because I want to show you that the numbers match up. Now you can see these are unique email addresses. You've got unique timestamps. This goes right up until January now. So people that are accusing me of just full of poppycock, like Danny and his Avengers. We actually are chatting a little bit more now, Danny and myself. For those that don't know who he is, he's a YouTuber stroke Avenger stroke vigilante that goes out after crypto Ponzi schemes. My only concern is that Danny doesn't really understand crypto, but there are people with him that do understand crypto, and he's slowly getting understanding. Again, he says I'm running scams. Then he doesn't understand automation. But the bottom line is that we need to actually just get to the truth of what's going on. It's a tiring process. What I'll do now is I will actually just put in the chat. I will put the form if anybody is on here that wants to participate. I'll put that into the Zoom channel. And then what we will do is we will have a discussion around what we need to do. So if you are there, please, this is going as a direct message. Alan, can I just maybe send this to you, and you can just send it out to everybody if you don't mind? Maybe just
No problem.
and I'll WhatsApp it to you, mate. And then Sharon, I'll do the same. If you can come to YouTube and put it into the comments and all that stuff, so people that are watching this can go to the comment section and find the legal action. Because if this is shared as a live, I understand that people that are not in the room will be able to then find this link if you comment on it. So yeah, so this is where we are, guys. It's been a very tiring process to get to this point, but we are at this point now. So I'm going to open up the floor. I'm going to ask Alan and Sharon to just help, and let's go through the people. So those that are on this call, raise your hands and let's answer some questions. And maybe some of those questions we can put something together and send out to everybody else. So as participants, can you raise your hands and let us see if anybody has got a question, and let's try and address it for those who are in the room. Is there any raised hands? Okay, I see Mary has raised her hand. So let me find Mary. Okay, I'm going to ask you to unmute. Mary, you're welcome to jump in.
Hello.
Hi there, Mary.
Hi, thank you. Um, yeah, so I was a part of Vidilook and I also invested into VAV as well. Um, and yeah, I was just wondering, like, when this kind of moves forward to the next stage, what will basically be involved in trying to get the funds back? Will there be like an expense involved in like what?
Okay, so Mary, firstly, what we've done, Sam Lee is trying to, well, Sam Lee has said that he's going to duplicate the assets, but you have to join his stable DAO and V.E.N.D platform
Yeah,
for you to do that. So that's a choice that you need to make yourself. We'll send some information out on that. You are here, so maybe I've got your emails, or speak to the person that introduced you to Vidilook, and they should be able to find the answers. Or maybe just watch the YouTube channel that I've sent out, or email me personally, and I'll try and get back to you. I think the best thing, Mary, would probably be to join the law case. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. But we, from a legal perspective, are going to move forward. Now, a chance of getting our money back, I can't give that guarantee to anybody. But what I can say, if there's any assets in Dubai that Hypertech Group or Sam owns, they can be seized and then compensated to the people that have obviously raised the action against Sam. And those will be the people that join the law case suit. For me, $15, I don't know what that buys you. Are you from the UK, Mary?
yes, yeah.
Okay, what does $15 buy you in the UK? 2 beers, 2 pints, maybe? If you
Yeah.
like.
I don't really drink, but yeah, I suppose it does really,
Okay,
yeah.
so the whole point is here is I'm not trying to make money out of anybody. I'm just trying to say, listen, if 10,000 people are serious about this,
Yeah.
let's go make some noise there. You know, the other thing, Mary, for which is a big thing for me, is people are continuously getting hurt. If you were watching now that V.E.N.D channel, people are putting $20, $100, $1,000. And I have take big exception, especially for South Africa and Africa, where people $25 is like quarter of their salary. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
No,
people are really getting hurt here, Mary.
I would I agree. Yeah, I'd like to go ahead with the case. I just
Yeah.
was that my question was what is involved, because I did sign up. I did sign a form, but I didn't pay £15. So is there a
Yeah.
way of going
Those,
like
yeah, that's going to be the next steps, Mary, because I didn't want to take any money from anybody until we reached the minimum numbers and we had
yeah,
consensus that we wanted to move forward. Only once we've done that, then I was going to, then go to phase 2, which we now in because we got over 12,000. But my concern, Mary, is not many people know about this. I mean, how many people do you, well, I know over 108,000 people were affected in Vidilook, but
yeah,
some people are just choosing to walk away. And some people are saying, hey, I want to get my money back, or I want to stop this so other people are getting hurt. That is the
yeah.
point of the legal case in Dubai.
Yeah. No, well, I the group that I'm part of, which got me into Vidilook in the first place, there does
Yeah.
seem to be like a lack of kind of information about the Vidilook stuff. It almost seems to be sort of being brushed under the carpet in some way. So, but I would like to,
Yeah.
go ahead with it and try and, sort it out.
Yeah, Mary, that is why, we put a peg in the sand, so to speak, and that is why, oh, look, what happens a lot is these people just go to other projects and then they just start promoting something else. And then
That's it.
they just stop helping the people that initially put money in or participated, or they just, they're scared. I don't, I want
Yeah,
to be I'm not criticizing any leader here or upline or affiliate or whatever. A lot of people get involved in these things and they don't know any better. But
yeah,
there are seasoned people here that go forward and just move from project to project to project. And either they are affiliated with, Sam Lee and his crew or not. I can most certainly tell you I'm not. Okay. Was I involved? Absolutely. Yes, I was involved because, I got involved when Hyperverse fell over. I
mm,
purposely went out. I tried to find solutions. I even got hold of their legal counsel. And this has just decimated so many people. And I made a decision back then that I will get to the bottom of this for
yeah,
the people that have lost funds, one way or
yeah,
another. And this
yeah,
has been a long time coming. And Sam had his opportunity to assist everybody. And he said, no, I'm going to. And actually, I had a Telegram message that went out. I'll probably share it with everybody in the legal case going way back, saying that I'm not involved in any of this. But unfortunately, the next thing comes, the next person, and more people get hurt. So the only way is to get close to the action to find out what actually is going on and find the truth. And that's what I did. And now I have enough information to be able to put a line in the sand and say no more for any of these things. And that goes for whatever's been out there. And that is why I'm focused on this legal case. And, if I get nothing out of this other than just to highlight the SEC, to highlight no more scams, then so be it. I just don't want people to get hurt.
Yeah. So with the 12,000 people that have kind of signed the form, is that going to be enough if every one of those people put £15 or dollars in? Is that going to be enough to do it?
From what the strategy that we've got in Dubai, because remember, Dubai is very different to other legal spaces. So yes, what we have calculated, that should be enough to do what we need to do in Dubai. And I'm not here trying to grab money from anybody. We will raise the cases. We have a strategy. There's, and again, I must just be careful what I say, but my intention now is, if everybody is committed, those that are on that database of the legal case that want to stop other people getting hurt or get to the truth will be told what to do and how to send the funds and what information we require from them. Some of the things that we're going to have, for example, is affidavits. I don't want anybody's passport details or any of those sort of things at all, but there will be affidavits sent to in a certain manner. We will have blogs where you can have a public blog and then a private blog for the attorneys, for the courts as well, what has transpired. So you will have your say. There will be a public and there will be a private, and that public blog will be for everybody to say how they feel about the matter as well. If that makes sense, what I'm saying, Mary. In other words, I got involved, I got scammed, I got hurt, I wasn't helped, and I am contributing $15, or I am wanting to get to the truth of the matter. Whatever you want to say publicly will be your choice to say. And we're just debating, is it 30 seconds or 1 minute? What are we going to do? That will come later.
Yeah. I've just got a couple more questions, if that's all right.
Sure, maybe it answers somebody else's questions as well.
Yeah. So I presume that it's kind of do one or the other, either kind of support the court case or try the V.E.N.D thing. You couldn't really do both.
You can do both.
Because I'm thinking if you do V.E.N.D as well as trying to support the court case, you're kind of are you not sort of stitching yourself up a bit if it goes wrong?
I don't think so. I don't think so, because at this point, and we'll get legal counsel on that, but right now you've been forced to make a decision, and the legal action is going to happen after the date of February. So you won't be stitched up, because we're only going to lay charges once we've got the funds in and we've got certain things in place, if that makes sense. That will be way after the 20th cutoff date that Sam has given. So if everybody all of a sudden paid their money back or whatever, then we say, okay, you're welcome to get, exit the legal case. That will be your total right to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing wasn't so much a question, it was more of a possible observation, is that I wonder if maybe some leaders are keeping quiet about it because perhaps it involves WAS and Chavez and things like that. Maybe it's gonna put that at a. I wonder if it's kind of linked, wanting to maybe not do anything about the Vidilook thing because it somehow affect the WAS or situation.
Yeah, there's a view on that. So what we understand on the WAS situation, Chavez has made it very clear that he is in control now. So there was like a before Sam and now after Sam time. What we do understand is that Chavez, and I stand corrected, and this is speculation, has moved the funds from the vault, of Wea or Satoshi to a bank called Casha Bank, CASHAA, Casha.com. What we've seen, and this has been exposed by Danny and his Avengers, is that Casha Bank Sam Lee was promoting CashierBank. And Hyper One, we have what's the name? Chavez has been promoting Hyper One. So there's definite links of the past as well, even with Mr. Satoshi, that was part of that. Now, my personal belief and what we've been uncovering over the last 5 months is this is much bigger than just Hyperverse, and you know what I mean? This is a big operation on a different level. And that is why the SEC is wanting Sam Lee and Ryan Zhu, because this is much bigger than just, call it, these little cryptocurrency programs. This has to do with exchanges. It's rumored that Sam Lee has, well, it's not rumored, he stated this, that he has shares in Binance. And if you look at somebody like a Sebastian Zhao, he is the CEO of HyperBC, which is another exchange and system linked with Visa and MasterCard, another exchange. And I know personally that people can't get their money out of that exchange, and a lot of money, and they just don't get assistance. And if I go back, this is the same thing that was underneath the Hypertech group. Now, Sebastian Zhao is the CEO, and CZ Zhao is the CEO of Binance. I don't know if they're related, but they both certainly have the same surname. And if I look at the wallets of what Chavez is using, as exposed by the Avengers, is they use a Binance hot wallet. So is all of this linked? We're going to find that out in the courts.
Because I suppose the concern is that if you've quite heavily invested into West, then I suppose that's the concern. Will this court case kind of potentially?
Well, that's why what the issue that I have at the moment is not specifically the Boomerang program, although the Avengers claim that it's all just false. I don't know that expertise on me, but Crypto G did an analysis on that. So what I would suggest is watch the Crypto G. He put a lot of effort in it, and he exposes what he believes is false. Now, he's offered for Chavez to debunk that. And I'm not here for anything. I'm not here against anything other than getting to the truth. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And Boomerang could be the best thing since sliced bread. Okay. But what I do want to make sure is that everybody has the information at their fingertips before they put capital in or try and make some extra bucks. That's so important, Mary.
Yeah. Well, I suppose because in my case, I have already put money into Boomerang, and obviously I have money in West as well. So
yeah. So let's see where that goes. I've also tried to reach out to Chavez on numerous occasions. He's only taken my call once. I've tried to reach out to him because I've got to make a decision on the law case as we move forward. The before situation, when Sam was in charge, let's call it. When I spoke to Chavez, he said he's not responsible for anything about that. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah.
Now he's taken over and he says the funds are totally protected. But the people that put their funds in prior to him taking over, those funds he's in control of. So the one person that contacted me that has put $25,500 in has not received his contract, and Sam refuses to send one, and Chavez refuses to get involved. So I may add to the law case anybody that was affected until Chavez took over. And I've been reaching out to Chavez over and over again saying, speak to me because I will be taking this to court. And if you don't, how do I help you? How do we resolve this? I don't want to say something that's not true. And I also don't want to stop people from having a great opportunity should V.E.N.D, Satoshi, or Boomerang be the best thing since sliced bread, or, the bee's knees. But non-engagement for me, what do I do, Mary? How do we help the people that are out of pocket? Not $25,000. There's people that put in $10,000, $250,000. There's millions at stake here.
Yeah.
So what happens to them?
No, I think it's right what you're doing, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for answering those bits and pieces.
Yeah. I hope it clarifies things. And look, we're just getting started here, Mary, and that's why at some stage soon, I'm going to close off those people being able to participate in the law case because I need to unify all that information and work with the attorneys on that. Does that make sense?
Yes, yeah.
So there will be a cutoff for people getting involved because we've reached the minimum 10,000. But for those that want to be involved, don't get left behind. But don't come to me in a month's time or whatever, before the close off and say, I didn't know anything about it. And that's why, Mary, I've translated this to 12 languages.
Yeah.
Okay. Sending a message out to people. I don't know if you know that. Russian, Arabic.
Yeah, no, I
there's
saw YouTube videos and I saw done it in lots of languages.
Yeah.
But what was I going to say?
For English, sorry, Mary, I don't want to interrupt you there for a second. You have English speaking leaders that have got people that don't understand English that get them involved in the program, right?
Yeah.
But then they don't allow them to know what's going on and they just say, move on to the next thing. So that's
right.
why I created that. Yeah. So they just say, oh, we're just on to the next platform, or, they don't know that we're going to court or I want to go to court.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was going to say, so how do we do the £15 thing? Are you going to send that out, or is that already?
Yeah, so at this stage, Mary, you don't have to pay any money right now. You just have to commit, okay, which you have done. You've committed.
I think I've done that already, yeah.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is all those that are committed are on an email database, okay? And I am commuting with them. Did you receive when did you commit, or when did you fill in the form?
I did it quite a while ago now, quite a few months ago, but I'm a little bit concerned for some reason that I didn't do it properly.
Have you been receiving emails from me?
And no, I haven't. That's
okay, please.
Maybe
okay, so check your junk box and that, but the emails are definitely going out. So we will then handle that, saying that if you are registered and you're not getting, but if you created an email, for example, admin at let's say sparkling.com, that won't send an email because it can't be info or admin.
No.
And if it's an email that's funny, like sometimes iCloud generates these random emails. The mailer system that I'm using, I'm only doing authentic emails, if that makes sense, because last thing I want is spammers and people getting.
If I can't find evidence of any of the emails, shall I just register again? Because I'm not sure if I'm getting those emails.
What you can do is look me up on WhatsApp or Telegram or email me. My email address is Rory Conacher, my first name, surname, @gmail.com. I'll actually put it in the chat. Just email me and I'll go and check it out, if that makes sense,
Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah.
All right. If anybody that is not sure if they registered, you can email me I'll put the address here, roryconacher@gmail.com, or you can look at hello@roryconacher.com. Now, the reason why I've done that and using that exchange is that when I'll be able to control the information and not be put down by third parties or blocked, etc., etc. That makes sense. Okay, Mary, you're muted. Let's go to James. James Glacken.
Good morning. I'm calling from the United States. My question, Roy, I really appreciate your coordinating this. And my question is, as far as going to the next step, I don't know what the laws are in Dubai and everything else like that. I know in the United States they're taking action. Are we waiting for the criminal actions to happen after to do the civil suit or whatever might kind of lawsuit against Sam Lee, or before he gets whether he gets extradited or not, or gets persecuted in Dubai?
So what my plan is at the moment, James, is what I'm going to do is segment the data into countries because there's different laws. And I'm going to segment the data into languages because there's so many people speaking different languages. Then I'm going to make sure that information has consensus, and there will be specific group for countries and languages. For the United States, there is already 2 groups that I've created, which I can drop in the chat. Let me just drop it, the links. So one is English speaking. Are you part of the FBI Most Wanted group?
I'm not sure which group. I don't know if I signed up for a group or not, but I know I signed up with you as far as registering for the lawsuit.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going for those that are from the United States. There's a specific group for the United States. Okay. And I'm working with people on the ground there addressing it. So I'm going to put that group into, this is the English speaking group, the WhatsApp group there. So those that are, and then I'm going, if you are Spanish speaking, Espanol, then you would join this group. And this, I'm going to stress, is only for United States citizens. It's not for the rest of the people, because you've got the SEC rulings and you've got different laws, as you say. So what the plan is, what we're intending to do is, there is no extradition treaty between the United States and the Arab Emirates or Dubai. Okay, so in other words, Sam can't be extradited. However, Sam is an Australian citizen, and there is extradition treaties based on certain things that Australia and Dubai are able to work with, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
However, as I pointed out in a previous sort of message, Sam, if he has committed certain crimes in Dubai, he will be prosecuted in Dubai, or it is Dubai's choice on how they want to handle it. They can either just extradite him and get him out of the country, or they arrest him and then follow. Now, when we go with the law case, you would, sorry, somebody was just sending me a message in the chat, so it's just a little distracting. If you go in with the law case, and we then put forward that law case in Dubai, those matters will need to be heard in Dubai, which means Sam will remain in Dubai unless extradited by Australia. Sam currently, as we understand it, has a travel ban, so he can't leave the country. So we got a situation where Sam cannot leave United States Emirates, and by us raising a case against him and the Hypertech Group in Dubai, then the cases are open and that travel ban is still there. That makes sense? He can't.
Yes.
He was, the reason for the travel ban, I'm told, is that he wrote a check that bounced, and there's an amount of 1.4 million that is owed, or some amount like that. So until those matters are resolved, he can't leave the country. He will not be allowed to leave the country. But when I chat to him, he doesn't seem too worried about that, or he denies the ban. So we have a window period to take a course of action to open up case in Dubai, to at least know that he can't then go to another country. You know what I mean? We know that Sam has two passports. He has an Australian passport and another passport. But right now he's stuck in Dubai.
Okay. And have you been already speaking to some lawyers or hired some lawyers yet for this case?
I have done the necessary work. That is why I moved forward with the case, well, for the commitment to the community. But I'm not going forward until we reached phase 1, which we have. We have more than 10,000 committed. And phase 2, what I also plan to do is engage with the community on various different parts of what is required and what's not required. And that will be incorporated into the membership site only, because you will only be able to be part of this process if you've contributed your $15 and a member. Then you'll get access to all the other information. I've also currently got a lot of detailed information, videos. All that information is going to sit in the back end for the members that want to move forward. There's obviously other things that have been happening in Dubai, and that started quite some time ago, that we will leave for the law case for specific reasons.
Okay. And my other statement is, when we had Vidilook 2.0, of course, Sam Lee claims that he wasn't able to transfer any funds over, assets over to V.E.N.D. And I mean, I took pictures of my beta, which did come over to 2.0, and I took pictures of that as well. But then, of course, he claims that, oh, I can't transfer. We're just going to start fresh with V.E.N.D. and then, start, whatever. So I did take pictures of that, and I took pictures of the VAV as well. because I was involved in that. Years of my beta. But other than that, I just want to let you know that I appreciate what you're doing for us as the community, and looking forward to the next step in this case.
No, well,
Because
thanks very much.
would they freeze his assets once he's found guilty? Is that how it works?
I'm not going to make any assumptions, but certainly, and look, James, let's just understand it's not just him, okay? That I can tell you with concrete evidence, okay? So when they look into the matter, it will go broader. And Hypertech is running out of Dubai now. They were going to be in Hong Kong. So all of them, some way or another, shape and form, are in, let's call it Silicon Valley in Dubai. And it's up for the investigators what to do. Recently, you saw the Sheikh has released a statement saying that they want to be the central focal point for cryptocurrencies in the world. And I'm sure that they will certainly not want to have a situation where people are being abused in Dubai. You know, it's not good for the country. And Dubai has very strict laws on things, particularly with cryptocurrency as well. So I don't want to jump to any conclusions, James, but I do know the assets that are there. Should the court decide they want to seize the assets, they will do it. And we know that Sam has bought a hotel or buildings. We know that recently, not too long ago, a Rolls-Royce SUV was bought. There's lots of assets, villas, all sorts of things. I mean, if you've been involved for some time, you've seen him talk about all these different things and people that have gone to all the different villas. Now, I don't believe Sam has got all of this in his own name. I think he has been very smart in what he tries to do. But there are other things, you know. It's like if I look back in time, I don't know if you remember the Italian mafia in the US. I don't know, those famous mafia people. They were not caught on the drugs or the killings or the shootings or whatever else they were charged of. They were charged for, let's say, tax fraud or things like that. So we will see what comes of it. But what has been exposed to me, James, I feel very confident that we have a very strong case for this to be looked at a lot closer. All of it.
Okay. Thank you, Roy, and I appreciate what you're doing for the community.
All right. Great pleasure. All right, Alex, you next.
Thank you, sir.
Hi,
Brother
Gina.
Roy, happy new month, and thank you for moving us forward this far. I really want to, hit again on an issue of Chavez.
Yeah.
As regards to what happens in Watts. 3 months ago, I did say there is no way Chavez could claim to be the owner of We.E.N.D or Satoshi. Not only that, the funds that were on the proof of reserve were not generated.
Alex, you there?
Me?
You back now, Alex? Just say that again.
Good. We had on the proof of reserve fund almost Bitcoin worth of almost $4 million. And as we talk now, that money has been diverted to where nobody knows. I think we will be doing the community a disservice if Chavez is not part of this lawsuit. Because I know back in 2022, September,
yes,
Chavez was the forefront runner of Stable Down. I had private meetings with him. So if there is crisis, and the crisis led to the closure of We.E.N.D or Satoshi, at the same time Vidilook got closed, and suddenly he is exonerated from this. He is a major player in this all scam. He claimed to be a tech person. I don't want to be rude. He's not a tech person. If you are a technical person or you are somebody, a developer, you will not have time to be he's the public relation officer of Sam Lee, as far as all these multiple scams are concerned. So I am saying, because of the involvement and the closure of We.E.N.D or Satoshi, people lost their funds. The reserve was lost. I don't care whatever bank they claim to transfer it or whatever is doing with BTCC or Boomerang. He should be involved in this. He is involved much more than Garant and other people we are talking about. If we exonerate him from this lawsuit, we are doing the community a disservice. He's not an honest person. I am being sincere. I don't want to be rude, but Chavez is a right-hand man. Even the Boomerang is also a product and offspring of Sam Lee. So there is no way we would be comfortable without bringing him. And I'm saying this, we really need to get hold of him before he shaves his beard and become a person we cannot spot his identity. I am saying this.
Yeah, Alex,
thank you very much.
No, Alex, well, thank you for raising it. So from my side, I don't want to accuse somebody without having all the facts, you know, the facts. And again, that's why we want to go to the law case suit as well.
It's a point of direction.
And Alex, that is why I'm going to do, that is why those people that have contributed or participated, I'm doing the questionnaire, and I have put was there in a category, but there's a lot of other questions. So as I said earlier, you know, we want transparency. So I know Gobi and Tammy were very upset when Chavez said there were going to be 10 people that controlled the wallets, remember? Right when they moved over. And he said that that was going to happen. Then all of a sudden that all changed. And they have been tracking the wallets and moving the funds. And again, I must give credit where credit is due. Danny and his Avengers, the guy Crypto G is watching all those wallets. But there's lots of other people with a lot of information, like yourself, Alex. You've had one-on-one conversations with Chavez. So when I've got that information, I can obviously evaluate that and we can make it part of the class action suit. So I'm not saying Chavez is not going to be part of it, but I've personally reached out to him over and over again to get clarity on the matter. And should he not come back to me, he leaves me no choice. Does that make sense what I'm saying, Alex?
It does.
I want to give him the opportunity to come back to me or come back to the community. And recently, as I understand it, with We Are All Satoshi, there's been a disclaimer that has to be signed, or terms and conditions have been updated, where it stipulates categorically that Sam Lee has nothing to do with We Are All Satoshi. Okay, so I'm going to dig more into it and find out more about it. But I just feel that we have had a lot of victory. You got the SEC ruling, you got Australia, you've got now over 12,000 people. I'm not walking away from this, Alex. I want answers for everybody.
It's okay, sir. But you see, if you are acquiring a firm, if you are buying a company, you are buying both their assets and liability. So if he's acquiring We Are All Satoshi as the image, not San Lee again, he is also going to be responsible for what happens on the new, outfit he has just acquired. So I would say, assuming the funds in the proof of reserve were money from the company, I wouldn't have talked much about it. But these were earnings of the people that were withheld to the tune of $4 million. And again, not only that We Are All Satoshi was We Are All Satoshi was stopped, what stopped him from releasing that funds from the legitimate owners at that very time? I would say he's honest. So at this juncture, I feel he is the most public relation officer of San Lee, generating more money for them to commit fraud. We will not leave him.
Yeah, well, I agree with you. I think we got to do what's right. And that's what this is about for me. No more people getting affected and working together to try and get everything done to the best of our ability. So thank you for your input, Alex. Are you part of the lawsuit? Have you decided to be part of it or not?
I've been part of it, plus so many people in my community. We are more than 20 in my community that is part of it.
Well, Alex, we're going to get to the bottom of it. So we will get to the bottom of this. That's for sure.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Maxwell, you next.
Hello.
Hi there, Maxwell. How you doing, man?
I'm okay. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. So I jumped into the meeting a bit late, but with regards to our assets on the Vidilook, so have we have any clarification as to where we're going to move our asset before it get lost?
Yeah, so I think we'll just watch the recording. I don't know if I have recorded it. It should be, I think it's on live, so it's on YouTube. I'll try and download the recording and get it out to everybody. So I didn't record on this computer, but hopefully YouTube has got everything. So when it's finishing the live broadcast, we will go through that. So otherwise, we will have another meeting at some stage. But I certainly wanted to. So basically, there are instructions on what you need to do, and we'll do a summary around this and send it through. Okay. But bottom line is, you've got 18 days to make a decision.
Okay, so if we are moving our assets, is it that we're moving it to stable DAO?
So yes, you have to type in your stable DAO address, and then it will appear, as I understand, you need to join stable DAO, and then it's going to merge in with V.E.N.D, according to Sam. But again, I asked Sam to come on and give clarity for all of this, but all that we've received is an email and 2 PDF documents. And for me, that's not substantial enough.
Right, because the reason why I'm a bit skeptical, we've had some issues. I mean, the ongoing lawsuit with regards to that is in the pipeline against Sam Lead. Now, Sam Lead, on other occasion, we had a meeting with him. He is the brain and brander of Stable DAO. So how would that be if he's asking us to move our assets to stable DAO, and here is the same individual that we are fighting to have a suit against him? Don't you think that is another scam that he is trying to play at the end of the day, so that we have no evidence against him in all of the funds that are in Vidilook and then V.E.N.D, what have you? That's just my concern.
Yeah, Maxwell, I think it's a good concern. However, you've got 18 days to make a decision. And we're only going to go forward in the law case and, later. When I say later, it's not going to be in the next 18 days, because I'm going to engage during the month of February with everybody for their input. I've got a questionnaire. I haven't taken $1 from anybody. I want to ask certain questions from people, get everybody's input, and then based on that, finalize it. So you will have a decision. You can exit the legal case or stay. And the reason why I've also delayed this a little bit is because if he does get extradited in the next week or 2 weeks, then we relook at the whole need of a law case, and then there's no need to have any funds, if that makes sense, because we decide if we want to take a law case against him in Australia or the United States, or we know it's not going to hurt anybody going forward, or him and the community, etc. Does that make sense, Maxwell? That's why I'm
sure. It makes a lot of sense. Yeah. It makes a lot of sense. And then with regards to those who would like to participate in the lawsuit, I know I have failed in the Google form, but I have few individuals in my community. I've been trying to reach out to them so that they can be able to fill it out. But again, because they've been devastated and frustrated and all of that, I'm still kind of reaching out to them so they can be able to do that. I know I've received an email from you since I have committed, but I just need some more clarification in terms of when we can be able to, pay the contribute. I can say contribute the $15 towards the lawsuit. I will encourage them if we can do that.
Yeah, Maxwell. So again, I think it's not your responsibility for them to decide whether or not they join the law case suit. It's just you perhaps shared an opportunity with them, and now you can share the opportunity for them to join the law case suit or not. If they choose not to do it, where I have an issue is that people are not filtering this information and people are none the wiser, if that makes sense. So you send them the information, you send them the form, all the videos are on the YouTube going way back 5 months ago. They must make their own decision of what they want to do. Does that make sense? And if they choose not to do it, then that's it. They just don't get involved. But then they mustn't come to you and say, why did you not tell me about the lawsuit, Maxwell? People must make their own decisions, but at least let's share that they have the choice to make a decision. Does that make sense?
Sure, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
I want them
Perfectly
coming
said.
back to you to say, oh, well, why didn't you tell me about the lawsuit? And I could have maybe got my money back, or, whatever comes out of it. Because a lot of people are, they're quick to jump in. But when it gets to get into the detail, they kind of lose it. But then they find out later. Let's say, for example, everybody gets their money back or half their money back, Maxwell. And let's just say that happens. I'm just not saying it's going to happen, but let's say the law case is successful, assets are seized, exchanges are shut down, funds are got, and there's a distribution of funds in some manner, and you get 50% back. They're going to come and say to you, why didn't you tell me about this?
That's right. That's right.
And now you can turn around and say, but I did tell you about it and you chose to do nothing. So that's your choice. Don't blame me about it. I just shared an opportunity with you. I'm not the one involved. I'm not the one that, that told you to do this. You made your own decision to get involved. So make your own decision to get involved with the lawsuit or not. Simple.
Yeah, that's perfectly said. It makes a lot of sense. And just my final comment with regards to the brother that just was on before me with regards to Chavez. I think technically, if we backdate the presentation, Chavez was involved in the promotion of Sam Lee's projects. He also played a vital role in getting a lot of people into this whole project. So I think I will support the idea of digging more, so that we do not leave Chavez off the hook. I think he himself should be part of this, because if we cannot nail this to the bottom, I mean, they will continue to create more scam to just, get to those
Maxwell.
who are unfortunate.
Well, Maxwell, that's my point. I mean, Maxwell, where are you from? Which area, country?
I'm from West Africa, Liberia.
Liberia, okay. So, I mean, $15 is a lot of money in Liberia as well, So I know Africa, $15 is a lot of money. But if I look at the United States, there's a lot of people, like in the UK earlier, we were chatting with that lady, it's like 2 pints, it's not, relatively speaking. But for people that are trying to change their life, they get, they get all this proof. And Sam Lee, he wrote the code, he put the blockchain, or he claimed he put all the blockchain, what's the word I'm looking for, paper together for Australia. He's traveled the world. He's featured on Amazon, Prime, him and Ryan Zhu, all those people. So, they came with a lot of credibility and a lot of proof. And now we sit in a situation where there's a lot of people that, that are hurt. And exactly that, Maxwell. Did you lose any funds at this stage in any program? Are you involved? You don't have to give me an answer. You just say, yes, I have, or not put funds in. That's all.
Oh yes, that's a lot. There's a lot.
Okay.
I can tell you that probably if we have a personal one-on-one conversation, you will be shocked.
Yeah. So Maxwell, my point is that pain that you're feeling right now, right, of loss or whatever, is $15 worth it to stop somebody else getting hurt and stop this nonsense? We're all looking for genuine opportunities to make some money, proper money, no scams, and the opportunities are there. And cryptos is an amazing space to make money, it really is. But I don't know about you, Maxwell, I'm sick and tired of being scammed, and all I've wanted to do is help people. Those people in South Africa that know me, we had a lot of hard time during COVIDs. We've had floods. We had riots in our country. I don't know if you're aware of it, Maxwell. People were killing each other.
I'm aware of that. Yeah.
And all that we try to do, I mean, people are locked up in a room, they can't earn money. And people are starving, So we just trying to, and the problem in a lot of countries, like, African countries, particularly, and even places like Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, which first world countries don't necessarily understand, it's not like go and get a job. There are no jobs. There are no jobs. We have 57% unemployment in our country. From ages we have a population of youth between 17 and 25 that cannot find a job. So what are they supposed to do? We need to fix the situation, obviously, in our country, and find things that they can make money with their cell phone. but at the same time, we can't scam them. But if we don't fix that problem, we've got bigger riots coming, in my opinion. And everybody has the right to earn some base form of income. Maxwell, you would know that in Liberia, you've got poverty there, but most people have got a cell phone, am I right? Or have access to a cell phone.
That's right. That's right. That's correct.
So with cryptocurrency, I believe with the right projects, the right ability, people say, oh, well, start website design, for example. Well, how do you do that if you don't have a computer, you don't speak the language, and you don't have the skills? But with a phone, and a smartphone is relatively inexpensive now, we can start finding things where people can make some money, Maxwell. That's, in my country, if somebody's earning $1,000 a month, okay, that is like more than 6 times the minimum wage in our country.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. If we can help people just make $100, okay, and I'm not promoting anything. I'm just trying to say that cryptos can be a solution to people. But these scams is preventing people from making a living or trying to, get out of a bad situation.
Yeah, that's correct. I 100% agree with you with the analogy, and also with the commitment and in pursuing this lawsuit against Sam and all those that kind of like colluded to just defraud people. Yeah,
that's what we've got to stop, because it's giving a bad name for what potentially can be very good, Maxwell. And there's so much confusion. And these guys are putting all these other people in the front line and saying, oh, I had nothing to do with it. Or, hey, I'm just the tech guy. Or, oh, no, I didn't sign. This thing between Garrett and Sam, I mean, I obviously am exposed to a lot more information. But you're sitting with Garrett saying one thing and Sam saying another thing. I can tell you, I've seen with my eyes what has taken place on the ground in Dubai. And it doesn't look good for Sam.
Yeah, we just hope that all those victims get justice, and we will rally all behind you with this, and we will keep in touch. Whatever we can do in a weak way to provide assistance, we will do that.
Thanks, Maxwell. Appreciate it. Thanks very much, mate. Best of luck.
Thank you.
We got Alan. Alan, you there, mate?
Yeah. Thanks, Rory.
Good, man.
Okay. First of all, I just want to say thank you. And I think on behalf of everybody, thank you for what you're doing and your persistence. And you've got my help wherever you need it. You can push my buttons anytime. I've just got some comments, questions and comments between the two. Okay.
Sure.
Vidilook, VDL was running at $11 at a point. Okay. Now Sam wants us to move it across, and I think it's another scam anyway. Sam wants to move it across to V.E.N.D and to Stable DAO and everything else, where he's devalued the value of the coin down to less than a cent. So your $1,000 that you've got in Vidilook becomes down to $1.
Yeah, that's exactly right. This has been done with MOF. It's been done with all the other programs in the past. This is a repeated process, and this is why it's got to stop. So I don't know what Sam says he's got in mind, but history shows a whole different story.
Because all that that's going to do is he's going to say, hey guys, there's your value, there's your assets.
Exactly.
It's been devalued, but he's done that on purpose. And if you go back to the recordings right from the beginning, I kept on saying, I kept on asking, and no one answered me. And this is where, unfortunately, Gobi, Tammy, Chavez, Vivek, all of them I've asked, and it even goes back down to Conrad. Who put the value of the VDL coin? Who made it? Who created the value?
Well, apparently it was an open system where, as you were buying packages, that was converted to VDLs, etc., whatever calculation they came up to. But what I stated to people at the time is convert to USDT, because you can't now reverse that back. So in my back office, I see USDT. Does that make sense? Now, how can you now convert that to VDL? So maybe that's a tip for everybody here. You go back onto your app before you join any stable DAOs, see if you can switch it VDLs to, I don't even know what the price of VDL is on the app at the moment. Alan, I don't know. Did you have a look?
Rory, I haven't looked today. I haven't been in at all today. But I know the last time.
It's $13 today. So if I
$13.
would put with me and Sam is listening to this, he's going to probably devalue that coin. So maybe take a good chunk of your VDLs that you have and convert them to USDT. It just strengthens your case. How can he now take the USDT and turn it into something else? USDT is USDT, correct?
No, 100%. Anyway, that was just my comment.
No, I think that's a great comment, and thanks for bringing it up. I'll be honest, I haven't been on that platform for ages until this news broke out. I logged in. The first thing I wanted to do was see if I could see my assets, and before I filled in any details, which I've now recorded it. So that's why I wanted to get this out to everybody. So if you are part of Vidilook and maybe make your decision if you want to convert any assets, if it still allows you in the back.
I don't think it allows you anymore, but yeah, that's actually a very good point.
Yeah. Yeah, well, maybe somebody can try while we're online and just let us know. Maybe they can. Maybe you want to have a quick trial and jump back on and say if you can or can't, and then we can tell the people quickly.
I'll come back to you now.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I converted some yesterday. It's okay. You're still converting. Yeah.
Still converting. Okay, everybody, there you go. You can either choose your,
I converted all my VDL to USDT yesterday. So
if it was me, I don't see any value in the VDL coin at the moment. That's me. That's my opinion.
Sorry, I haven't got the app at all. The app has gone off mine. It's telling me the app doesn't exist. And I'm in UK.
Okay, I can still log in, so I'm not sure. I would have to look at that. I don't know. Did you download the app itself, or were you logging into the website?
No, I was always in the app.
Okay.
I just went straight into the app and it says that it's no more. Do I want to delete or keep it as it is? Because it's not in the app thing anymore.
Avery, do you mind just holding up your hand, and I will get to you. So please don't jump in because somebody else is talking, but I will answer you. I promise you. And if anybody else is out there, please go onto the website and find the web link and just put it into the chat. So if people don't have the app, let's see if it's still working on the web side, if that's okay. I see Alan's got his hand back up. Alan, you there? Okay, he's not answering. Okay, Iris, I'm going to go back to you.
Hi.
Iris. Hi there, Iris. How you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, I can transfer in the Vidilook app. I can transfer the VDL to USDT, but you can get it out. So if you want to do a withdrawal, that's not possible for months. So what I understand.
But you got the asset in VD. It's stating that your assets are USDT, correct? It says USDT.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think Alan's point of saying if the coin goes to nothing, right now it's valued at $13, rather convert it like you've done and know what your dollar value is, because that is what needs to be, make sense.
Yes, but if I put my stable DAO code in it, as it is asked, where we still have 18 days for it to confirm it or not. What I now understand is if you don't do that, you lose all your money.
Well, he's saying he's turning the license off. It's going into a hiatus state, meaning it's just going into a state of suspension, meaning you won't be able to access the backend until Garrett, who he says is the owner, opens it up.
Not.
And we don't believe Garrett is the owner. We think he's the owner. And evidence that I've been told or shown absolutely ratifies that. It supports that initiative. But that's not for me. I'm not making any assumptions here. That will be pulled in court, and this NDA nonsense will be stripped off, and then serious questions have to be answered. So I'm done playing here. I'm really done playing. Either people need to get their money back or get supported or stop dancing around and not hurting anybody else. I've never seen such chaos in all my life. And I made that decision after Hyperverse came down. So we've got let's go to war.
Yeah, well, I stepped in quite later, only in Vidilook, V.E.N.D and V.A.V, but that's damaging enough, and then I don't want to get damaged anymore. Neither does other people. But my USDT now in VAV are still on pending from I think the 28th of August.
This is the same game plan. And,
Yeah,
I've been
same game
about
plan.
Diversal. People in Hyperverse have to join Diversal. And what I'm told, and this is pure speculation, but what I'm told is that Sam's Hypertech software or team has done over 600 programs. Okay. So
Yes.
if this keeps going on, just think about how we are affected, how many other communities. For example, we had Vidilook. Did everybody hear about AVA, audio visual something? AVA? Anyway, most people that know about that's Sam software, guys. That's been confirmed, as I understand it, what I've been told.
Yes.
And I'm telling people, this has come to me, and I had a long conversation with somebody last night. Sam might just hide behind his NDA and say, I can't talk about it. But it's just one thing after another after another. And that's why I said after Hyperverse Hyperfund went down, I exited, but I tried to do my best to resolve it with the corporate. I spent a lot of time and money trying to fix it. And then back then when Sam said, listen, he's launching Stable DAO and he's going to make good on all the people from Hyperverse, that is how the community got brought back in. And
Yes,
right now,
I understand that, but in the meantime, I also trusted Sam in the beginning, but since I don't know 5, 6, 7 months ago, when he was drunk on calls and totally crazy, my faith in him is completely lost. But I am really worried, not only about my own money, but also about a lot of other people, and I don't want to get anyone affected anymore. But I still have funds in VAV, in Vidilook, and in V.E.N.D, and also in V.E.N D. I only did the freebie tasks when they started. That money was also disappeared out of my wallet, out of nowhere, last month. So
and this has got to stop.
What is going on? So
exactly, Iris, and this is why, because if somebody doesn't stand up to do something, I mean, how many programs? And look, I've got nothing against anybody, or but I am a little saddened that other people that were involved, that were actively involved, in some way or another, have just moved on to something else, or not standing up for the people that were affected. That's the problem I have. And that's my personal problem. And look, they may have very good reasons. And I know some of the, if I can call leaders, are really helping a lot of other people in their own way. You know what I mean? But what I'm trying to do is draw a line in the sand and say, right, no more.
Hey, morning. How are you? Appreciate it.
I understand that. But my main question is now, what is the wisest thing to do?
I'm not going to make that decision for you.
No,
but I think
I understand that. But if I or somebody else doesn't do anything in VIV, Vidilook, or V.E.N.D, then your money is also lost.
Well, so that's why I'm suggesting to everybody, record what assets you have, take screenshots, keep evidence of everything that you've got, okay? If you are part of the law case suit, because if you are part of the law case suit, that will be part of the evidence that you upload, okay?
Yeah.
So, and that would be part of your affidavit. So, but you've got nothing to lose to join, because if it goes under,
no, I've already joined.
Okay. But my side is that people don't want to be associated. You've been forced into the situation, okay, based on a premise. Sam is saying that that Garrett is the owner. Garrett is saying he's not the owner, and we forced under false pretenses to make a decision under duress in 3 weeks.
Yes.
And that is also part of what will be taken forward in the legal case. Has proper procedures been placed? And remember, he's operating a company in Dubai, and this is linked to V.E.N.D. So all of this is going to unravel one way or another. And Sam has stated publicly he's the 100% owner. And again, he is in complete control. If he's moving assets around and duplicating assets and paying monies, and on that call that we played, he moved the money to Garrett. So if he wasn't moving the money, who's in control? And again, I have a lot of other information I cannot disclose at this time, but clearly states who is in control, and at the right time at the courts. I'm not going to reveal that information, because if you're going to have a knockout blow, you're going to do it in court. You're not going to do it in a public space. Correct?
No, I totally understand that. You said about recording, because I have a lot of screenshots. I record it because I only have the apps on my phone and I cannot record it on the same time. Do you have any?
What kind of phone do you have?
iPhone.
Okay, just go onto YouTube and Google screen recording iPhone, and it will give you the step-by-steps on how to do it. Very simple. Okay.
Okay. That makes sense. I didn't thought
Google's a
about
great
it.
friend. Don't worry. All right. Thanks, Albert.
Yes, my best friend. Didn't thought of that. Thank
Okay.
you for now. Bye-bye.
Okay, we're on to Axel. Axel?
Hello.
Yeah, how are you there?
Hi, how are you? I'm very good. I've been in this also since almost the very beginning of last year, in Stable DAO, in VAS, in all this project during the process. And I'm now in VAS also, with the BTCC projects and with the Boomerang projects and all this, because I got, convinced that Chavez was, serious and he was legit and everything. The problem is, I see that by time the latest month, all the forms of communication and transparency that was during the fall is diminishing bit by bit. And I'm a little bit concerned that this might be a sign. I'm not saying it is, but it might be a sign that something is going on when it comes to, however, all these projects coming with the now existing VAS is actually to be discussed or not. I don't know what you think about that.
Yeah, Axel, the We Are Satoshi program, prior to Chavez, so Chavez came in and was seen as the hero because he stopped Sam accessing the rest of the funds to keep whitewashing, according to him, okay? And he's publicly stated that. He took control and is it's his project that he worked on for nearly 2 years. It's his baby, he calls it. And he is systematically moving forward what he believes is the right path to help the community and to carry on building what he needs to do. Now, I'm not going to take judgment against him, because there are a lot of people or leaders or people that are in the crypto space that truly believe he's doing the right thing. And then there's other people that say that it's just a whole lot of nonsense. So for me, there's no judgment on it at this stage. But what I am looking at doing is those people that put large funds of money in that were supposed to get contracts from Sam Lee himself, where he gave personal guarantees, has not done that. They should contact me, and I'll maybe put something out, because that will definitely be part of the law case suit. And that is undeniable.
Okay, yeah. Well, I just wanted to ventilate this. And also today, I'm involved in this so-called node they have on BTC. And today, for some 8 hours ago, it has stopped. And I have a message now from the script that you are supposed to have. It's been working for a month, but now it's like error 502 bad gateway. And I have filed a report on this, but I don't know what is the issue. I have restarted my computer and everything. So it's some things going on that it doesn't mean anything. It can just be, something going on.
Maintenance update.
Yeah, updates or something. Yeah.
Not my area of expertise. I think that code might mean it can't connect to the server, if I'm not mistaken. What you mentioned, I might be wrong. But there are people of experts that, why don't you Google the code that you're getting, and it will tell you what's going on. Google's a great friend.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, thank you so much. I'm involved, and I have a downline of 70 people also in Stable DAO, and I have sent this information all the fall to all the people. And I think most of them have joined. Some people, they just don't care. They're just sick and tired of everything, like we are many of us.
Yeah, I've got nothing against that. And look, if I was in their shoes and I put $300 in or $200, I've got better thing to do with my time or something. I get it. I've got no problem against that. But what I want to do is make sure no one else get hurt. And if they lost $300 and say, you know what, I got scammed, I want to stop other people getting scammed. Well, listen,
Exactly.
at least somebody is taking them on to stop other. I mean, it can't feel good if you've lost your money and you got scammed, right? So
No.
we know that the software provider to all these things is the Hypertech Group and Sam. So the only way we're going to stop this is to pull off those NDAs and take some action. Because the bottom line is, I'm sick and tired of lies in the public, and people getting hurt. Simple.
Yeah.
And as I said, it goes back 2 years ago. And now it's time to draw the line and let's see what happens. If Sam, when I spoke to him, he feels totally confident that he is totally, how can I say, in the green. He doesn't feel threatened at all, and that's fine. It's his right to do that. But I also know when things come and things are exposed that he's not aware of, and what we have, then let the courts decide. Surely,
Yeah,
Axel.
exactly.
But at least we know anything, the exposure and the awareness is going to help. And a court case of, I mean, I don't know if you've read the SEC ruling of 1.8 billion charges, the ruling of charges. The word is getting out now, and this is what's done. And again, credit where credit is due. There are other people that have been fighting this on the forefront. Danny and his Avengers. There's other people. I've been receiving a lot of information, but I, in this community, said that if we get 10,000 people that are committed or more, that are committed to move forward and want to get a legal case and do something about this, I would do it, and that's what I'm honoring.
Yeah, I think you do a super great job. This really feels like the first initiative ever to clear this things going on for a very, very long time.
100%. Thank you, Axel. Appreciate your support, mate. Okay.
Thank you.
Wayne, we got Wayne up next. Wayne Wilson.
Hi, Rory. Good day, all. Thanks for taking my call, Rory.
Sure.
I am in the Caribbean, Trinidad to be exact. My question to you is, in terms of us filtering into the system, when the time comes, I know from our communications, you said when that time comes, an email will be coming. But how do we handle, just as you said, in terms of the different jurisdictions with laws, has that been taken into consideration?
So it has been taken into consideration. So you got local Dubai laws, and then you got international laws. We know that America badly wants Sam and Ryan Zhu, badly, okay? And so does Australia.
Yeah.
We know what's taken place in Dubai has obviously against Dubai law, all right? And we need to, so if we raise the issue, our focus right now is to get this case to court in Dubai, or to make enough awareness that something happens, meaning extradition to Australia, or Sam gets taken in for questions, or whatever it is. But we've got to bring awareness to this. So when it comes to, it could be a situation that literally Sam is extradited. There's no law case that takes place. I mean, this could happen in a week, guys, or 2 weeks. Literally, Sam is picked up. They extradite him to wherever, whatever Dubai decides. Somebody looks at it and says, we're not happy. Out you go. And you're banned from ever coming back, maybe. I don't know. That's not my decision. But if he lands in Australia, surely the Australians that have got a running case are going to say, hang on, we got a problem. And because there's a treaty relationship with America, they say, listen, America, I know you're looking for this guy. We've got him. We've got an issue. You've got an issue. Let's deal with it together. Simple, But what I do want to, so it might not even hit Trinidad. We might not even go to court in Dubai, okay? But if we don't keep the pressure up to get answers, how many more people are going to get hurt?
Understood. Agreed.
The time is now to get to that truth. And I think everybody here wants to make extra money legitimately and not hurt anybody. Is that like not a difficult concept for us to work? But you can't do that when people are lying to you blatantly. Do you understand? Or building this mistruth and then fudging the maths or doing this. It's not fair. Particularly in my country, we speak 11 official languages. So it's not your first language what you've been told in. So you have a perception of what is true or not. Does that make sense, Axel?
Yeah,
So it's
it does.
really
Yes.
unfair that
Yeah.
a dream and a, how can I put it, the carrot is dangled and all this mumbo jumbo is there, and then you know, I would have, like, for me, if Sam had came back and had launched Stable Down, and because he's connected, he's been around the block and actually created something that was truly sustainable and proper, he would have been the next Elon Musk, maybe. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he would have been, but he's chosen to go a different path, and one thing after another just decimate people. And I have a problem with that. And I've given, and when Vidilook went down and no one else was going to do anything about it, or hopefully more people that want to do something, we said, well, let's go live. Let's go and do something.
Yeah. Thanks for your support, Rory.
Axel, look,
it's behind you, and we're gonna keep going.
It's really not nice putting your face out there because people judge you. You get shunned from people. People that were your friends are no longer your friends or don't want to talk to you. Other leaders are scared, and maybe, or people that you have built good friendships with, the relationships, because they're scared now, they kind of shun you or choose not to speak to you. But that's not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I committed to do it, and because I feel it's the right thing to do. I really do.
All right, thanks, Rory.
Okay, all right. Ivy Rose, you're next up.
Yeah, hi. I've just put on a couple of pictures because I was using an old phone where I've upgraded. So when he said to me, I thought, let me just go back to where I originally loaded it. So when I locked on it, it's asking me for asset code, which I don't have. I don't know what that means, meaning that I can't access unless I have that code to get on, even with my old phone that had the original app.
I'm not an expert to go to that tech support guy, that's there, and ask them. I'm honestly not an expert on that. So you ask the people around, or maybe somebody in the group can shout. But this is from a tech support. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'd have to try and figure it out. Just play around and try and figure it out. If not, reach out to somebody you know. If not, email me. But please try on your own. I've got 12,500 people I'm trying to engage with. If you take 1 minute per person, try and work out the hours that is. So just try a little bit on your side with people that you know, and try and figure it out, and reach out to the Telegram support as well.
I see. I already put the message in the chat. Please read that.
Thank you, Iris.
All right then. But thank you very much, Rory. I've been sort of like following from when you started to help us to get this whole thing, sorted. So I do appreciate. I have one person that I usually engage with, but I must say I've had surgery on both of my eyes for the past 6 months. I've been out of work, so I stopped around November going on there because it's a bit too depressing for me.
Yeah.
And I just happened to see this message today, so I came on. I've missed a few of your meetings because I can't go on there due to my eyes.
Avi, I'm sorry about that. And again, this is why everybody just wants to make a little bit of money and to move forward, if that makes sense. And taking these knockout blows really is painful. It's really, that's why no more. So I really hope that you get some work, Avi. It's tough out there, and I wish you good health. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Axel, have you still got your hand up? I'm just going to lower your hand.
Yeah, please. Thank you.
Okay.
And I can mute.
Is there anybody else? Are we going to exit now? I don't see anybody else. I'll give it maybe 5 or 10 seconds. Right now, I'm not sure if we recorded the whole thing, so it's probably on the YouTube. This is the first time doing, I think, or second or third time trying YouTube Live. So for those that are on the YouTube Live, I don't know what you saw or didn't see. Those that are part of the support on the legal case, thank you very much. I will be updating people, telling people what to do. This is a big task. I'm going to take a little bit of time out really thinking about how we're going to move forward. I have already done, obviously, but I will be communicating with everybody. Thank you for everybody's support. Just for those that are not aware in your circles, maybe just drop a message to them and say, if you were involved in Vidilook, we know there's over 108,000 people that were affected. They can make the decision to move assets or not, or share the link or the video, or jump on and just see one or two things, or in the chats, you've got the links. I'm going to consolidate again for the legal people. So the legal guys will have countries. We're going to have broadcast groups and communication via emails, and working on the different languages, working on everything to make sure everything is as transparent as possible for everybody to be able to understand what to go on. And again, I want your feedback. That's why I haven't just jumped ahead and done everything. Those people that are part of the legal process, you'll be getting an email. In there will be the legal steps or what we're going to do, and also a very, very quick questionnaire on input from you, so I can make sure what we're doing on the membership side is correct and more in line. So thank you very much for everybody. I'm going to exit and end this. Have a super weekend, and those, watch out for emails next, and watch out for broadcasts. Maybe a suggestion, if you are here and you're not on the email list and you want to subscribe, I think just subscribe to the channel or do the notifications things, whatever. Then at least if I go live like I've done now, you'll be aware of it. Maybe tell other people to do the same. But yeah, phase 2 we're starting. Have a super weekend.
Sorry, Roy, what's the email? This I Rose. What is the email that the thing that I can join?
It's
switching off, so I might not get it.
It's in the chat there, Ivy. It's in the chat. You know what, Ivy? Let me just give you my email address.
Okay.
It's Rory R. Can you write? Do you want to get a pen or something, or do you want to type?
Yeah, I'm writing. Yeah, RORY.
CONA.
CONA.
CH.
CH.
ER.
What R?
ER, Echo Romeo.
Okay, ER.
At gmail.com.
Okay, at gmail.com. Okay.
And if you do a YouTube search for Rory Conacher, it should come up with me. You've seen my face. No, that's me. Okay. And you can just join and subscribe to that, or notifications, and then because I understand your eyes, it's not easy to do. So, and I see somebody dropped the to participate link in the chat as well. Just a quick shout out to Sharon and to the other guys helping, like Alan.
Thank you.
If you came in late, just go and watch the recording on YouTube, guys. I'll see what's been recorded. I'll try and download it and broadcast it for everybody. Thank you, and have a